One of my favorite, like in general, people like I love having on the show. I never have to stress.
Not good or talented.
No,
just
no,
fun
no,
to be
no, no,
around.
yeah,
None of that garbage.
That's
I never have to stress out the day before. Like, all right, what are we going to talk to Frank about? Or I just know we're going to be.
I stopped
fine.
you from talking. When
It's true.
This is one of those rare shows that's around. I guess you can do it on podcasts now.
Yeah.
But on broadcast radio, which you guys probably do all sorts of stuff, all the different platforms and stuff like that. But it's so rare that you can go in and just hang out, that you're trusted to have an audience. This is a compliment to you guys. But I don't know. In so much, very little radio do they allow you to do what you want to do anymore.
Yes.
So this is great to come in and hang out. And you trust me to come in and throw in some John Gruden, man, a little spider, 2 white banana. We're gonna make it happen, man. But it's fun to be able to come in here and do that. And
I wanted so badly for Gruden to be here while you were here, because he lives.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see him. I'm gonna go see him. I'm gonna go open up some boxes.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. I had some friends and different. I'm still talking like I'm not even trying to right now, man. I got some friends that I had send some boxes that I'm gonna start opening up and try and have him come in and sabotage me doing the bit about him.
Yeah,
I think that'll be fun. But yeah, I mean, Gruden is something else. It's great that he's back. It's so funny because I think he's more popular than ever.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, that Barstool connection really did it for him.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's really and younger people know him than ever. I actually did an event at one of the bowl games in maybe the Fiesta Bowl years ago for Clemson and Ohio State, and Deshaun Watson. That was when Deshaun Watson was playing. Urban Meyer was coaching the Ohio State, and the Clemson guy. I was doing it. Nobody knew anything I was doing. It was just like I didn't want to do it, but they kept raising the money and lowering the amount of time because I kept saying no. They're like, what about 20 minutes for this amount? And I'm like, now I'm starting to think about how about 15? But I'm up there and like some of the people from Clemson, because Coach wasn't there, Dabo wasn't there.
Right.
So guys had headphones on, weren't listening to me and stuff like that. So it was like, I don't even want to be doing this. And then some news, it was supposed to be a private event for both teams individually, right? Each team. And some reporter snuck in and got just me kind of just tanking it. I ended up making it like a talent show. Because I was like, how does somebody else come up here and do their Dabo impression? I just got to be up here for 9 more minutes.
How often would you say you have those moments where you bomb these days?
Not a lot, but I do a bunch of corporate events.
Right.
Especially when I was around the NFL all the time. There's tons of corporate events.
Yeah.
But,
is that the sweet money?
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid. But in terms of, I mean, not that much. I mean, I try lots of different stuff. Not in those corporate events. I just go to the All-Star game. Everything I got, the old bag of tricks.
You got
and
it
then
all in there.
the club stuff, I try and do different things, and I try to take the audience on little paths and see where I can get them and work on new things. Because the immediacy of the audience.
That's also the smart thing about you. You start resting on Gruden and Madden, and next thing you know, you're like, oh, he's still like. Remember that one guy? Oh man, he was the guy that came on when we had the fight with Gallagher. He was the guy, dude.
Bob Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
We did that football bit where it was huge. And then 40 years later, you're still doing the same football bit.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's never, you got. If you don't go down the road in the clubs, you're never gonna. You
gotta do different stuff. I mean, even if you do the same, like if I don't do Gruden or Mad's way down.
Yeah,
but I still throw it out there some.
Well, the Madden's coming back.
Yeah,
because when they start doing the movie
with Nicolas Cage. Yes, of course.
Now, they contacted you?
Yeah, I got Well, they were looking to me. First of all, they wanted me to audition for the part of Howard Cosell. I'm like, let's say I even get that, which I'm not going to because I don't do it. This is how it goes. I don't do it.
Everybody does Howard Cosell.
Right. But it's all the same, not very good. And it would have been, how distracting would it be?
Who's the best Howard Cosell?
Probably Billy Crystal.
John Voight.
John Voight. Yeah, John Voight.
John Voight in the Will Smith Muhammad Ali movie was fantastic.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He didn't like try and overdo it. Also, I love that they're like, hey, you know how you do Madden perfectly? Can you do? You know what I mean?
That's my thought. I was like, if I were in that movie, even if I got that part or a different part, right, a small part or something like that, how much of a distraction is it to me, or to the audience that knows me that I'm,
You're Madden.
Yeah,
and you're not doing Madden.
And I Cage probably going to have something. They haven't put any audio out of him yet.
No.
The pictures are great. I could never look like him, right?
The pictures are great.
It looks fantastic.
You don't think you could ever look like him?
Not at 5'6", just
no, that's true.
I shall call him Mini Madden. Throw me a freaking bone here, and I can.
John Madden here for the quick popcorn pop.
I'd rather watch that movie.
I think it would be a fun. But
what did they tell you? What did they say? Can you help us with the dialogue?
They wanted to audition for Howard Cosell. The agent's like, why don't you want to audition for it? I go, because I don't think they really want me to audition for it. I think they want to talk to me about John Madden. I think because that's what happens all the time is they get you in the room and then, or this was just a videotape, but they have a reason to talk to you for free about, hey, how do you do this? And then I got a call like a few weeks later from an agent, and he said, do you want to, they want you to meet with Nicolas Cage and the director. And I was like,
proved you were right.
Yeah, which I figured was coming at some point. And I was like, I don't know how much. They're like, no, they just want to meet with you and talk to you. Like, I don't know. He's like, over Zoom. And I'm like, absolutely not. I go, I want to hang out with Nicolas Cage.
Yes!
I want to ride sidecar with the Ghost Rider in Vegas. I want to be there. I want to do a walk and talk Leslie Stahl type of thing. I want to be in Vegas. I want him to show me his exotic animals. Here's my monitor lizard. What do you think he'd say? What would John Madden say to Skippy here?
Hey, we're going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
So it never happened because I was kind of like, I don't know. I didn't know John Madden, and I didn't have anything to do. He didn't like me forever.
Right.
Because of the impression. So
Side note, did you see the Charlie Sheen documentary yet?
Yes, I just watched it. My wife and I just watched it.
I mean, I would be afraid to go to lunch with Nicolas Cage because that's what turned Charlie Sheen's life around, man.
Yeah, it was pretty...
He was like, and then I met Nicolas Cage.
It goes to black and white.
I mean, it's exactly. He's like, we grew up with the Martin Sheen and this and Emilio and I, and then I met Nicolas Cage, and the wheels just started spinning faster. It was crazy.
Yeah, and the pictures that they showed, just to see those guys young and going crazy was something else.
That must have been great.
Great.
Well, I mean, at the time.
One guy's great, another guy's voyage to death.
So you just blanket turned him down. You said no.
Yeah, I ended up saying yes. I ended up saying yes, and then it never happened. So I don't know. Maybe they realized that because I've told the stories where John Madden didn't like me. I think people think I know and hung out with John Madden a bunch. I only met him one time.
Yeah.
So I think if you do a little research on it, you realize, no, I just did this impression of him.
Right.
I could have taught. I don't know what Nicolas Cage is going to sound like, but I could have worked with him on that because he's up here. He's in here in that nasal area, right in there,
and you have to bring it down in your throat and have like the bubble, the John C. Reilly kind of thing, but bring it in there.
So you've got to really mess with that. But a lot of times in those types of movies, they don't try to sound exactly like the guy. It's just might be Nicolas Cage going, "Hey folks, John Madden here.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Here we go. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware man. It's people now. No, it's not."
Did you take it? I know I ask you this all the time, and I've asked you millions of times if you've ever jumped in the character with your wife before and making sweet love to her. But when you had when your daughter was young, did you do a lot of that? Did she find it amusing? I am constantly trying to get the attention of my 12-year-old daughter with different characters and voices, and she couldn't care less.
No, my kids kind of like me. I don't know what I'm still waiting for that phase where they're just totally away. I think I've been really too good of a dad. No, I don't know. I don't. Little bits. I would do the cartoon characters. There was the Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah, one of my all-time, one of the best characters ever in a cartoon is Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
That's right. But what I would do is instead of just going, "Hey, we're going to take over the world," the Thor, I had them go meet them. The guys who, Dan Povenmire and Swampy Marsh, and my daughter and my son actually ended up drawing Phineas on his computer, which was pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I abuse that D-list fame for
That's
those
good.
types of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
That's always been my when it's for me, I don't really care. I don't try. I feel weird about it, but for my kids, I will actually ask.
It's interesting because I ask celebrities all the time when their kids knew that they were cool, like if they realized they were cool, and the answer is the same from no matter who I talk to. It's they didn't ever thought I was cool until I introduced them to somebody else that they thought was cool.
Yeah, that's the key. I just keep doing that, or get them tickets.
Yeah.
I've gotten Juliet into Harry Styles.
Oh.
Like she's going to see him 3 times.
Wow.
I mean, I have to buy the tickets.
Yeah, but
I
still
get
you get
them
a friends and family section.
Exactly. And then Harry's looking over at the people he knows in that section, and she gets to pretend that he's looking at her. So those are the really the cool moments for me. Anything for my kids. I mean, it's all they're one of the best coolest things I ever pulled off was we went to Vegas to go see Michael Bublé, and I didn't tell my wife or daughter that I'd connected with him. Actually, on TikTok.
Oh,
I said something to him on TikTok, and he's like, Frank, can I call you? And you're coming to the show? So he calls me. He goes, can we change your seats? Can you talk during the show? So in the middle of his show, he's doing an Elvis impression or something like that. He's like, well, I'm not really an impressionist. I'm not a Frank Caliendo up here. And then my wife and daughter look at me and they're like, do you think he says that every show? I'm like, I have no idea. But then he dedicated a song. He comes out. He goes, this song is for somebody, a sweet young lady named Juliet. And they went, are you kidding me?
Cow, dude.
And then Bublé sang, and then we went and hung out with him afterward a little bit.
But
that
awesome.
was that was the greatest because I did not tell Juliet or my wife. That's a mix-up. That's Captain Freud. I was actually my daughter's into, and I do this all the time now with my daughter's into F1.
Oh,
so
racing, yeah,
she's huge into F. It might be because Charles Leclerc is the Harry Styles looking guy,
right?
But we go and do the F1 experience and stuff like that, and we've gone down to the pit area and all that type of stuff, and been right with the driver. She's gotten pictures with.
It amazes the access that people have to drivers in F1 and
it's
NASCAR is incredible.
And I guess I shouldn't say. I don't know if it's the. Austin is different than Vegas. Vegas is it becomes a totally
Super
different
Bowl.
thing.
Yeah.
Austin, they're just walking around.
Yeah.
I mean, and these guys are superstars.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
I hate not hate NASCAR, but I'm just not a NASCAR fan. And everybody said, well, you got to go, and once you go, you'll like it. And I went to the Daytona 500 and hated it.
Yeah.
But I had super access, and I'm walking around. I say that, but I'm walking around with other fans.
Yeah.
And you get to go up to the garage, and they're testing the tires, and the people are like, "What are you doing? The heat test?" I'm like, "Leave him alone. He's testing the tires." They're like, "Stop bothering these people."
Yeah, my daughter. We walked around. We were going through the garage and stuff, and she's telling me who the owners are and all this stuff of everything. And I'm just kind of learning. But those experiences, I don't know if I could do a regular. I can't even do a sporting event regular.
No, I mean, you're too spoiled now.
Sometimes people will see me, and it's a little odd.
Right.
But when you go into those types of, I like climate controlled rooms.
And you've earned it at this point, Frank.
Yeah. Like at these F1 experiences, you go in and it's like you can go inside for a little bit because it's 100 out or 80 or 90, 95, something like that. You go inside, get the air conditioning, have some gourmet food for a little bit, and then go back out.
That's the way to experience
It's unbelievable, and but going to that in the pit area and all that, it's just surreal.
Yeah.
And the people you see, Gordon Ramsay's cooking stuff for people all over the place.
That's amazing.
It's Jared Leto. Yeah, Leto.
Yeah, sexy Jesus looking kid. Yeah.
He walked right past us, and it was kind of funny because he had one of those looks like, don't notice that I'm Jared Leto. One of those kind of looks, and I'm just like, I think that was Jared Leto. It worked.
Probably, yeah. Now, what is going on with you? I haven't seen you in a while, but you look like you dropped some pounds. You look like you've been working out as well.
Yeah, I just started. You get those. get those messages online and stuff. The haters, you're not funny and you're fat.
Yes,
yeah.
fat's
So
always
now-
in all of my emails.
Right. So now it's just you're not funny.
Yeah.
That's all.
There you go.
So I'll just take one
You
of the
showed
two
that.
things down. I can't fix that.
You're
So-
a mediocre physique and you're not funny.
You become average guy. So I was doing one thing, and then my wife wanted to go to a gym.
It's always the wife.
Never going to stop her for that.
Yeah.
Never going to stop her doing that. She hasn't been there since, but I've been there all the time.
Oh, she got you started and then she phased out.
Yeah, I think she's had some migraines and stuff like that, so she's been struggling with some health stuff.
Right.
But I just started, and then we used to have a trainer that would come to us, like a mobile trainer. It was Joe's Mobile Gym.
Uh-huh.
But then I went to this gym and I was like, I'll try the physical trainer thing. And they had half-hour sessions.
Oh.
And I was like, this I could do. So instead of just getting on the elliptical machine or treadmill or something like that, I was like, all right, I'll start doing this. I was like, well, I'm actually burning more calories like this than I am, because I have the calorie watch on.
Right,
I'm
right,
going,
right.
all right. So I've been doing like 3 days a week.
Nice.
And I just like, this keeps getting better and better. And it's a slow weight loss as about people like, but everybody thinks you're on the shot then. Like, are you on the shot?
Oh yeah.
I was just with Bobby Lee. And he's on the shot.
Yeah. Everybody's on the shot.
And he's like, my bones are brittle now. I'm like, well, because he looked kind of frail, but he's like, I've lost 30 pounds. I'm like, I didn't know you had 30 pounds to lose, first of all.
Yeah.
He looked pretty
He
good.
kind of got fat for a little while.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. He chunked up.
But he looks good, but he's moving slower and stuff. He's like, there's lots of repercussions.
Yeah. What were you
I have a bit of breaking news.
what do you got?
Robert Redford died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, we were just talking about him last week. Of course he's dead.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime we bring anybody up, they die.
I didn't. Could you not mention me at all?
But we mention you normally. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Oh,
yeah.
There's
Oh.
somebody who we haven't talked about for a while, and all of a sudden we talk about so and so, and then they die.
Well, I didn't even know he was on the. He must have been pretty old.
89.
89.
Yeah.
He started to look really haggard, and then all of a sudden he started looking fantastic again.
Well, it looked like he didn't look old. It looked like they just sucked the moisture out of his face.
Yeah.
And then they must have said there's got to be a way to fix that. There's got to be some shots we can give this guy
Yeah,
or
he'll
something.
always be Roy Hobbs, the natural. to me.
Yeah.
And he was also in The Sting. Was,
Sting was
so many
so
good
good.
things, yeah.
But
Do you remember and how they haven't remade this movie? I don't know, Sneakers.
Oh, that was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Where they were like, he was a former, 60s protester, hacker, and him and another guy, they got in trouble. And then anyway, they ends up forming this cybersecurity company, but he's living under the false name. Anyway, it's a ensemble movie, and I can't believe they haven't remade it with the technology from today.
You would think, yeah. And perfect for a bunch of actors together, like an Ocean's 11 type thing.
yeah, it has that feel completely.
Yeah. What about you? What have you been working on lately? Movie wise, TV wise, anything?
No, I haven't really. Have I been really working on anything? People keep having me read for some of these different cartoons and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I've just been.
Do you think you would like that, or do you think
No,
you get
I'm
bored
not
of that?
good at it.
Yeah.
I'm not really great. I'm trying to get back out there and just do. I've been out of the picture for a while,
Right.
Pretty much on purpose,
Yeah.
just because I just got tired of doing what I was doing.
Sure, you don't want to get burned out.
So I've been popping back and doing the podcast. I did a bunch of them last week.
Who have you done? Anybody?
Well, Bobby, Jay Moore,
Jay Moore is great.
Harlan Williams.
Harlan Williams.
Hey, buddy, what's going on here with your Calta mug sitting behind you with your picture of yourself looking like you're in the mob there, my friend?
He is from another planet.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so much fun, but you can't. He kind of takes you on rides of you're like, where are we going with this?
Yeah.
And then he somehow brings it back full circle. He kept doing on the podcast. He kept doing impressions, but impressions would give him a massive aneurysm. So every time he do him, here's my Jack Nicholson. Listen here. He'd just start falling all over the place. So it was he's just, if you've seen, seeing him in Something About Mary,
Yes.
7, that's just him all the time.
Yes. And it's weird to think that he gets girls. Girls find it like hot girls. And he's such a weird goofball. When girls say, I like a guy who's got a good sense of humor, that's what they're thinking.
I think he tends to his hair. He spends some time on his hair.
Probably, yeah.
He grooms pretty. Women like it, I think, when you spend as much time on yourself as they spend on themselves.
It's so funny you say that. My wife and I had just had this conversation.
Oh, really?
My wife bought me a bunch of products. She bought me like a lotion, which I can't stand, and a deodorant and a cologne. And I said, I have all this stuff already. And she's like, but you don't smell good. And I go, do I smell bad? And she said, no. She goes, but you don't have like a smell about you. You don't have. She's like, I work. She goes, you know how you're constantly telling me how I smell good? And she goes, I work hard at that. I have a smell. So she wants me to have a smell too.
A scent, I think, is better.
Scent, maybe a
smell.
scent.
It's very Seinfeld. You got a smell. What's my smell? Hey, Jerry, I've been working on a smell for you.
He did have a smell. Remember, he had the beach.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's funny.
So it's